Hello and welcome to Some Geeks Talking. I'm Tyler the Collector.
And I'm Aviary Law.
I'm Jason the Curator.
Hate to start things off on such a downer, but it's the biggest news story going right now. Chadwick Boseman passing away at 43.
I think it's insane to me. I had no idea he was even sick, man. It's so crazy.
Right.
Any of you guys know? Did you guys know?
He kept all that a secret.
Yeah. Wow. I knew that he was really into like going to hospitals and visiting like terminally ill children and stuff like that. And that kind of puts, lots of people do that anyway, but it almost puts it in even more perspective for him. That's insane.
That I had no idea he was even 43.
That too. Yeah.
Holy cow, man.
Yeah, he's done a ton of TV shows. And then I think it was the Jackie Robinson movie was like his first big break.
Oh, really?
His first big one. I didn't realize until I looked back that he was Vontae Mack in Draft Day. Like, that blew my mind. Like, I've watched that movie a half a dozen times and never thought, like, oh, yeah, that's Black Panther. Because I've watched it since I've seen Black Panther. It's crazy to me.
I haven't seen the Jackie Robinson movie.
I haven't.
Vontae Mack, no matter what, man.
Yeah.
I watched the James Brown movie.
Was it
I
good?
did too. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously Black Panther is his biggest. It's the highest ranking Marvel. It's like the highest ranking Marvel movie critics wise, which is insane.
Hell, that character is legendary for what the character stands for. And then, that guy was Black Panther outside of the suit. He was every bit of Black Panther, from the movie to his real life,
Yeah. 42 is really good if you guys haven't seen it. It's a really good movie. The Jackie Robinson movie is really good.
Yeah, that's a big bucket of wind, man, that we just lost.
It's a bummer, man. It's so insane because it's like for him to be that sick and you just don't even know. It's wild.
Yeah, I guess there wasn't that. If you would have told me like today or Friday when he passed away, like, oh, Chadwick Boseman is diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer and like it's not looking good. You kind of like mentally prepare yourself and get into that headspace. But just to be like, I'm sitting there playing video games, get a text, hey, Black Panther died. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
It made me think immediately of Kobe. When you're just like, what? Like, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
That's like when you sent that thing over the Discord. That was the first I heard of it. And I saw it. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What? It was horrible.
It's just heartbreaking, really.
Yeah.
So young.
It's very rare too that something like that happens where it takes over your entire social media feed. You know what I mean? Like when I logged into Twitter that morning, every post that I saw was, Black Panther or Vontae Mack no matter what, or like it was just something like that. And the same thing happened when Kobe died. Kobe even more though, because it was like,
well, it's crazy that you bring that up. So Twitter announced and showed that the Chadwick Boseman's family, who posted the tweet through his Twitter that he had passed, is the most liked tweet in Twitter history.
wow,
5.8 million.
Wow, that's insane.
Mm-hmm. That just kind of goes to show that, like,
fuck politics.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was like, regardless of what your beliefs were, you respected Chadwick Boseman.
Yep. Yeah. Well, that's heartbreaking. Let's get something positive going on because this is bringing me down.
Yeah, I agree. Rest in power, Mr. Chadwick. Let's go to the geek news.
Geek News is brought to you by Bluefang Server Solutions. Go to bluefangservers.com, link in the bio, and get a server for your favorite video game.
Sweet. All right. The Boys Season 2 comes out Friday. early reviews are in, and it is getting across the board praise that it's better. The character growth is better. Everything is good. More of the same, and like because it had like it's superheroes with an edge, but it's not like I don't know. It's not the stereotypical edge. It was like a very good way to view if superheroes were real, kind of thing. Real shitty people.
Yeah, how would they react or interact with people?
Yeah.
Have you watched the first season?
Oh yeah.
I'm watching it now.
Okay.
I've watched like 80% of it probably. I'm the king of starting something, getting 7/10 of the way through, and then being like, "Oh, well, that's shiny," and I'm off someplace else.
I love season 1.
What I've seen, I think I'm on episode 5 right now. I like it. Wife doesn't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
So I always said like when people would talk about it and they're like, "Oh, is it like Marvel or DC?" No, it's nothing like that. It's completely different.
I believe it was an Image comic.
Is it?
I think. I know it's an off-brand, or it's not one of the big two. I know that. But yeah, I think it's an Image comic. But I'd have to fact check.
Right.
For sure.
I'm just excited because it comes out Friday, and it's one of those that I'm gonna watch it immediately, kind of thing. Like, very few of those things exist for me anymore. Of like, stop what I'm doing, I'm watching this immediately. Especially since the big Marvel movies aren't coming out in theaters. That used to be stop what I'm doing that weekend, I'm going to see it. This is kind of the first thing since probably, The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan thing. That was like appointment viewing. I have to watch it as it was released. And before that, Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got some crap friends from not seeing that Last Dance thing.
It's so good. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you ever watch that? No, not really.
I think even if you don't love basketball, just growing up in the 90s, you'll like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish that we would have talked about this in like prep so that I could think of what's the last thing that I watched that was like appointment viewing. I mean, Last Dance is probably it, but I don't know. There's definitely been seasons of things. Maybe Ozark.
I don't understand the reference.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Peaky Blinders. Whenever that drops a season, I'm like, boom, we gotta watch Peaky Blinders. It's really good.
Never watched that one.
Stop you guys. I feel like this is like you guys to pay me back for the DC stuff.
We're just blinking man emoji like, what's he talking about here? I'll tell you, shit. Were the FBI agents in the 70s and they're serial killer, like profiling. What's that show?
Oh, yeah. Mindhunter.
Mindhunter. That was like, as soon as it became available, binge watch it that weekend kind of thing.
I hate the way Hollywood works, man, because that show's going to get shit on or get pushed aside just because of like scheduling this and that and the other. It's just, let's just make that damn show work. It's so good.
Yeah, like if you're Netflix, stop coming out with all the bullshit. I don't need another season of bullshit. Just all your energy, put it into this show.
I think that the director just has something else on his timeline or something, or some of the actors do or something. I can't remember now, but yeah.
That was the issue. It was like a lot of start-stop. So you run into those things where like, I mean, the three of us trying to do a show.
Right.
You add in another element of like, oh, I have something pop up. I can't make it now when I originally could. Oh, I can make it again. And you're like, well, I've already rescheduled. I have something going on now. Sure. That's what's happened with this show.
Sucks. Because that's one of the all-time, that could be one of the all-time good Netflix shows. I mean, it's so good.
Potentially, if they could get into a routine of coming out with seasons on a more consistent basis, it would definitely be a top 10 all-time show. Period.
Dude, I mean, and the material's there. I mean, a lot of serial killers. So you have a lot of, yeah. I mean, and the public's never been more like into true crime than it is right now.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the big like fads that's going on right now.
But you say that, but think about when you were a kid, man. Like it's always been a fad. It's just a thing that happens when you get a certain age.
I guess because they didn't call it true crime. It was just like, well, this is the unsolved mysteries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always been a thing.
Have you watched any of the new unsolved mysteries?
Yeah, I watched those. They're pretty good. There was one we were watching. There's one that's like French, and it was a lot of subtitles, so we skipped that one. But the rest of them are real good. I didn't feel like reading,
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Read it up as it is.
I can't look at my phone and read that at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it's
yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing that is getting positive reviews that just came out, and I'm kind of shocked. Bill and Ted Face the Music is getting positive critical reviews, which I know we've talked about before. Like, it kind of screams like this is going to be something that I really want to like, but I'm probably not going to like.
We looked at it on the couch the other night and went, "You want to watch this?" Yeah, but not yet.
Yeah, it's like one of those things from your childhood where you're like, well, I feel like I have to watch it. Like, I have to. But, like, I really want to. Like, it feels almost like that,
I've seen a lot of Bill and Ted comic books coming up for sale right now.
Yeah, so you just texted me before the show started, which I think we're going to start incorporating it into a segment of Jason's, like, predicting the stock market of, like, because almost all these things that we talk about started as a comic. And the prices, you can tell, like, something's announced, and then, boom, that comic shoots up in value. So we're going to have, like, little stock tips from Jason.
Nothing is promised, ever. I'm not held responsible. This would just be my prediction. My prediction would be, like, right now, because of the Snyder Cut coming out, would be Superman number 81, I believe it was. Let me double check this real quick. But Superman number 81 is the first cover for the black suit Superman.
Okay.
So it's got him on the front cover, flying in the air, whatever, with the black suit. And then, more importantly, you've got Superman Action Comics number 689. That's the first appearance of the black suit. But, so, like, the only problem with this is it's a lot like it happened. I think it happened when Captain America picked up Thor's hand the first time. And I have no idea what book that was. But the price of it skyrocketed. But then after the movie came out, it dwindles back down and goes back into the dollar bins. It's a freaking comic. It's a comic or a page of a comic based off of a scene, or, like, I've never heard of a suit being, the first appearance of a suit being worth something. But it doesn't surprise me. But I really think that, like, I'm going to be watching it because I'm curious to see what's going to happen. Like, right now, that book's gone up. I believe it's in the 30s right now. And I think after that movie comes out, I'm gonna watch the trajectory if it goes back down. I think it's going to go down personally. But I'm
so if you're out there, just sell it right now.
Yeah, like, if you get it, sell it. Like,
put it back and then get it in a dollar bin.
Yeah, like, you got to get it right there in this, like
a sweet spot of buying it cheap and then flipping it within a week.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy? Because I think Spider-Man, the black suit Spider-Man, that's a kind of valuable.
That's a different.
Like, put a character in a black suit, it equals money.
Yeah, well, there was actually a reason for the black suit for Superman. The reason was because he gets his power from the sun. He made a black suit to absorb the heat and the sun better.
Oh, science.
Faster. That's the reason for the black suit.
He's gonna get a heat stroke.
Nerd.
With all this review talk and the critics' reviews being positive, I brought up we used to have a segment on the old Some Guys Talking show called Fuck Rotten Tomatoes.
Fuck 'em.
Because they are the worst, and some of our most beloved movies have the lowest scores, just disgustingly low scores.
Fuck them forever for Armageddon and Forrest Gump. Just fuck them forever.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm going to run through.
Forrest Gump.
What was that?
They shit on Forrest Gump.
Oh, yeah.
They're the worst. They're monsters.
These are kind of like nostalgically high ranking movies. And then I threw in some comic book movies at the end. Hocus Pocus is a 37 out of 100. Hocus Pocus in our household is I would say in our generation, my generation, that's a staple Halloween movie.
I'm going to let AVR take this one.
No, I mean, my wife loves it, but like, I like it, but I'm not offended by that as a 37 because I like the movie, but I can see why people think that it's not great, but I like it.
Hook's a 29.
They fuck themselves for that one. I mean, come on, what are you doing, Hook?
Hook.
Rip my heart out.
Rufio.
It's hot garbage.
Hot Rod 39.
It's worse that that's higher than Hook. That's even worse to me. How is Hot Rod higher than a Hook? Go fuck yourselves. Rotten Tomatoes.
This one's interesting because this has come up. Greatest Showman's a 56. When it gets a lot of praise for being like, the music. It's a lot of the music on that. The movie is probably about 56. But
isn't that the first movie he did after he quit being Wolverine?
I don't know, but Hugh Jackman's a funny guy, and that this came up in our house talking about this list, and I really only know Hugh Jackman to play two roles: Wolverine and old-timey characters. I haven't seen these movies where he's like somewhere more modern, which is interesting to me because I consider him a great actor. I'm like, I think it was because my wife said he can do it all, and I'm like, well, he really only is a two-note horse when it comes to his acting ability.
He does two things real well. I know that much.
Yeah. Well, that's good, though.
Yeah, after this drops, Hugh Jackman's going to show up at your house and kick you in the face.
Skull fuck me.
He's a sweetheart.
Yeah, he would.
Give me a hug.
Yeah.
We'll hug it out.
Empire, I've never seen Empire Records, but I know that's a pretty popular movie. Only 29.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
29's ridiculous.
29?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. No way.
Do you guys remember the movie The Guardian with Ashton Kutcher where he is a Coast Guard guy?
Is that Kevin Costner?
Yeah, Kevin Costner movie.
That's not
great
a good movie.
It's a great
Oh, come on.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, but it's not like, I should win an Oscar. Like, it's not.
Yeah, I like Waterworld.
I would put it like, it's like a low 70s, high 60s, right?
Okay.
You're fucking hard on shit. Get off your high horse.
Sorry.
It's a 37. It's better than your fucking Hook.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Hook and Empire Records are both better than Guardian. This next one just makes sense, I feel like.
Baywatch is a 17%.
Cool. Who cares?
It was fun.
You like that? Yeah, but, I mean, okay.
Christmas with the Cranks. This one dug the knife in deep at my house.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I like that. I do like this one. What was that one?
A 5.
Whoa.
So, when you think of 5, what do you think of?
Movies I wouldn't even fucking see. That's what I think of.
Yeah, it's not worth. It's better than a 5. I mean, it's not my favorite Christmas movie, but it's better than a 5. I mean,
it deserves more respect than a 5.
Yeah.
Sick. Grandma's Boy, 16.
I like that movie.
I love Grandma's Boy. I understand it. I get it. I get why it's a 16. A lot of monkey talk. I understand.
Venom, a 30.
Yeah, I see that.
See, I think it should be high. I think a 30 to me, if could you imagine taking a test and getting 30%? That's bad. That's fucking bad.
I can't.
Diffy Q.
My biggest problem with Venom was the fact that it just when the symbiote come out of him.
Yeah, how magically?
It just magically came out of his clothes, and it was I just don't know, man. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah, but would you give him a 30%? You'd be like, oh, this is not the best, but I'll give you a D. I'll give you a
Yeah,
60%.
I wouldn't fail you, but
I feel like Tom Hardy gives you a hard 50% just alone, right? I mean,
Yeah, just
he's magical.
yeah.
Ninja Turtles 3, 21%.
I get it.
That should probably be lower.
No, fuck you both.
Turtles in Time, really?
Well, it's not Turtles in Time. They just happen to go back in time.
It was, yeah. I remember watching that in the theater as a kid and going, "Well, that was not my Turtles."
I mean, I liked it.
It was fun.
I just understand it's a piece of shit. I get
It's
it.
not a 21%. Like, god damn. Batman Robin, to end it, 11%. I don't think
Enough said.
a Batman movie to be 11% would have to, like, I couldn't even come up with the story that would be so appalling that it would be 11%. Batman and Robin is one of the most quoted Batman movies too. Mr. Freeze's character is one of the most quotable characters in the history of Batman.
For terrible reasons.
It doesn't matter how you get there, brother, as long as you get there. Pop culture, it just lasted.
Dude, isn't the one that they put nipples on the batsuit?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. So we'll knock you 10%. So you're down, you got to work it like that. How'd we get to 11%? I don't know.
I get it. I get it.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, fuck them for sure for a Hook and Empire Records at least. I mean, come on, Jesus. What are we doing here? This needs to be an ongoing segment where we just get me pissed off at Rotten Tomatoes. I'm annoyed right now. Hook?
Hook is so good. All right, let's go to some DC fandom fallout because we couldn't cover it all last week. And there are some things with allowing people to analyze things a little more, look into things where everyone's doing a little fan theorizing here. We're going to start thing off with Nirvana's song. What's it called? Something in the Way becomes one of the most downloaded songs and tops the charts on all.
Forgotten Nirvana song.
Good for them. That's why, that's why I don't understand why a lot of these people should just be pushing for these trailers to include their songs. Like anything, we'll give you anything, because that made them a lot of money.
2 of them.
Hey, good. They are splitting it 50-50.
I'm sure Courtney Love gets some kind of ridiculous amount for some stupid reason. Yeah, that's cool. Good song from Nevermind. I like it.
Yeah. Then it could have possibly leaked out that the Batman movie and Justice League Snyder Cut are not being released until next fall. So that's fall 2021. I thought for sure the Batman movie, that is obvious. They're only like 25% into production. That is obviously not going to come out until late next year. But I was honestly shocked that the Snyder Cut was not going to come out. I was thinking more like February-ish, maybe a push.
It's just all cut now, right? It's just all editing and cutting. That's all they have to do for that one.
It's a lot of special effects probably being made.
I'd imagine.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you look at the set photos, he didn't wear a black suit at all. That's all added in after the fact. Like, so much stuff is added in after the fact.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought I'd seen a black suit.
You've seen a black suit because it's been digitally put on.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either until you're looking at, like, the set photos and the classic, like, this would be the most, like, disheartening thing. This is why Ray Fisher's so pissed off right now. You see the Justice League on set, everyone's in these cool suits, and he got the triangles and the circles and that spandex costume on. I don't want to be that guy if I get to be in a Marvel or DC giant superhero movie. I want the costume.
Yeah, I don't know. Think about this after. You're gonna look cool as shit in the After Effects though. But you're right. It's not like you can go and be like, you don't feel as cool if you're sitting in the fucking bat suit or something.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a sidebar, but I watched Disney Plus has all like the special features of their Marvel movies. like as if you own the Blu-ray. And I went through and just cherry picked like the behind the scenes stuff I wanted to watch. Just went through the whole collection, and it is interesting seeing Robert Downey Jr. from Iron Man 1 to the Endgame. How in Iron Man 1 he's wearing an actual bulky ass thing, and then it just slowly whittles down to where it's just the thing on his neck, and then it's just the things on his hands, and he's wearing nothing by the time Endgame is filmed. He was tired of putting anything on.
Just hanging down.
Just I want to wear the pajamas, man.
I get it. Makes sense.
We didn't talk about this, but the actor who plays Elongated Man in The Flash, he got in trouble. Yeah, he was insensitive on Twitter and got fired. They're actually going to recast him, which I thought was interesting. Usually they just kind of like, oh, Ralph Digby is not there anymore. We got another stretchy fella. But no,
stretchy fella.
Just going to go with a legit old 90s style recast.
Wow.
Power to him.
I think if you had stories planned out where you were really going to push Elongated Man, then yeah, recast him. That would be weird. But if you're going to like, don't recast just for one episode and then like, well, he goes away. Like, that's weird to me. Just say off screen, yeah, he went out for cigarettes, man. Hopefully he comes back.
For a pack of smokes.
Yeah.
Never going to see him again.
It just seems, it seems like such a, I don't know. I would have chosen for stretchy fellas. I think I would have went with the plastic guy or whatever.
Plastic Man?
Yeah, Plastic Man.
Yeah. Better than Elongated Man? Is that the worst name in superhero history?
Sounds dirtier than intended.
And it's just a dumb word, elongated.
Yeah, I would have rather seen Plastic Man because he's funny.
Yeah.
You know?
The character.
That's what they should do. They should just swap him out with Plastic Man now. Now's your chance.
The character is one of those, like, the roller coaster ride of, like, at some point you're like, I like this character. What they're doing is good with him. And then it hits those, like, the floor of, God damn, I'm over anything to do with this guy. It's all over the place with that character on the show.
Are you still up to date on the show?
Yes, I believe so. When all this, because they were like in the middle, I think, of filming their things. The CW DC shows got fucked because of the pandemic. I believe it was Supergirl and there was another show. Like, you could tell kind of things were rushed at the end, and the season finales weren't real season finale type stuff. A lot of cliffhangers.
Well, that was like it. Even Ruby Rose took off on him.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. That was before the show started. But Batwoman just bounces.
Her.
Yeah.
I never looked into why she actually quit, but she fit the part perfectly.
I saw that it was her back. She was having back issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then the speculation was also the backlash of people hated her character. Yeah, I know, man.
All right, whatever.
This is a Teen Titans Titan Season 3 to bring in Red Hood and Scarecrow.
Nice.
Now, I haven't started that, and that's one of the things I'm most excited to start watching. I recently acquired some login information to the DC Universe app, and I can't wait to start watching those. That show is one of the ones that I was like, ooh, that whole fuck Batman, that got me at the very beginning.
It's dark. It's pretty good. It's really dark and grimy, and they got no problem killing people.
That's been the one thing that I actually want to watch is the Teen Titans stuff.
Oh,
which
really?
I'm not gonna get DC for it, but we talked about this a while back and how it's like kind of dark and like adult. I think that seems pretty cool.
All of them are. All those original shows. The only one that wasn't like adult themed was Stargirl.
Okay.
Now Stargirl is every ounce a CW show.
It didn't even get picked up and put on CW?
I think it's being broadcasted on CW too. but I watched it on DCU. The kids loved it, and I thought, I mean, it was good. I think it's a great show, but it was a big change from Teen Titans, Swamp Thing, and Doom Patrol, where you're like, wow, man, these guys they're dropping the F-bomb, they're having sex. There's
Yeah.
That's what I didn't bring me in. I need sex. So I'm glad this is good.
Then the Suicide Squad trailer video behind the scenes package, some people spotted some things, little hints. Jason pointed out, could it be Starro? Now explain who Starro is or what Starro is.
Starro was like the first villain that when the Justice League got together, they fought, and he's like this big giant intergalactic
starfish.
It's
like a starfish octopus kind of thing.
Look at Amy.
It is as ridiculous as it sounds.
And he's got like these little tiny starfish that wrap and face hug you, like in the Aliens, and then he like mind controls you.
Body snatcher style. So like he can control. He's a big giant thing that throws little things on you and can control little things with his little babies. He pops a little baby on your face. You know how that is.
Cool.
Thousands of babies being thrown out onto your face.
So it's like casting couch, but it's in this world.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
Now, Starro's actually been on TV before.
Do tell.
They had, I cannot remember what it was called, and now I'm kicking myself because I knew we were going to talk about this, and I didn't do the research like an idiot. But there was like a show that didn't last very long, but I think it was about like people that handle claims when superheroes destroy stuff or something like that.
Oh,
that's pretty interesting, actually. What's it?
Damage.
They had a whole comic line for it.
Damage Patrol.
That's
pretty neat. I like that thought process of like you see what the ordinary dude has to go through because these fuckholes won't stop destroying shit.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
There's like a lady drinking coffee or something, and out of her window on a water tower, you can see Starro climbing the water tower.
As like a little nugget, like, this is my daily life.
Yeah, like people just like, oh yeah, superheroes flying around. Oh, a car just exploded in front of me. God damn, and then they got to go to work.
That'd be a great series. Is you follow like people inside this office, and like it's kind of a mundane office, almost shot like The Office, where it's like that perspective where you're actually talking to them, but then in the background, like you see superheroes walking around, and then you have to deal with. They sit down and they're having problems, so they destroyed something, like that kind of thing. That'd be kind of cool. Like series to get into, I think.
I just want to watch The Office set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, or like it's like Hitchcock. Like he's having legal issues practically. Like they have to figure out. He's like Jason Bateman's his PR man. Like I don't know. I think that'd be kind of an interesting.
Did you call it Hitchcock?
I'm sorry, Hancock. But yeah,
blinded Hitch with Hancock.
Yeah, well, Hitch. I did. You're right. That's exactly what I did. Yeah. But yeah, so like Hancock, but the same perspective. I don't know. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
that would drag me into it.
I'll try to find some of those comics for you.
Damage Patrol.
It's something to do.
It is like
something to do.
The classic, like I'd assume it came out like 70s, 60s, 70s, like the giant space monster, Starro.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was the first. I mean, when the Justice League for their first appearance, that was their first villain, was Starro.
It's crazy.
So it's old.
Well, sticking in with things I love, Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 4 dropped. Marvel, all Marvel, everything Marvel. We got Thor, She-Hulk, Groot, Storm, Doctor Doom, Iron Man, Wolverine, Silver Surfer, all playable characters. I'm in heaven. They've added all these little things. A Sentinel graveyard is on the map, which is so cool. Galactus is coming. We got Tony Stark building these things. It's like written for me, man.
My kid come in yelling, I just killed Doctor Doom! I just killed Doctor Doom!
Yeah, Doctor Doom's for real scary. When you hear them gloves going off in the background, you know people are getting wrecked.
So someone else is a playable Doctor Doom?
Doctor Doom is a skin you can get, but Doctor Doom is also on the map, like his house, like he has like a base, and
Yeah.
you go kill him, and you can get his powers and use them. And they're
Mm,
I wouldn't consider them overpowered, but they're as close as you can get to being almost unstoppable.
okay.
Now,
Cool.
out of my ignorance of Fortnite, wasn't there, so now last season, maybe, if I'm saying that right, there was a big comet coming down?
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Okay, well, whatever.
But yeah, so
The
Fortnite,
old guy here. So
Fortnite,
so Galactus is like that new.
the new event. So Fortnite bases every season off an event.
Okay.
That's why they can keep evolving. Like the game is essentially the same exact thing, and they do a decent job with like, oh, we're taking this out, adding this in. Oh, there's this event happening. There'll be events that are like real time events. Like when Galactus comes, I assume this will be a real time event that'll say at 2 p.m. on Friday, you have to be in the game and you can watch it happen
That's clever.
like live. But they also have a lot of like, well, we just updated it. Here's the new event. So like when uh Thor, the storyline is essentially like Thor and Galactus. Thor was like mesmerized by him or somehow being controlled by Galactus. Then he woke up and realized what he was doing was wrong. And he brought Galactus to the Fortnite world to consume it. And now he bifrosted all the superheroes in to help defend the Fortnite world.
Huh.
That's
So
cool.
Galactus turned Thor into his herald,
Yes.
Silver Surfer.
Yep. But Silver Surfer just showed up. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. It's one of those things. I think Jason would probably like it if you played it.
Yeah, I would. I'm just so. I tried playing that game, and my kids just laughed at me, and I can't take that kind of ridicule.
Well, don't worry. Everyone online's really friendly, so you should have a great time.
Yeah, I don't need to have a 4-year-old tell me how he got my mom. You know.
Yeah. Oh, he will. It'll be graphic too.
Here's your comebacks. I've learned the comebacks. You call them tryhards.
I call them squirrels.
Or you call them sweats. You're a sweaty tryhard. Yeah, these are.
What does that even mean?
So tryhard is the most ridiculous thing. It's insulting you for being good at the game.
Yeah. And sweaty is you're trying.
Yeah.
So you're putting effort into it. And then I call them squirrels because all little kids just sound like cartoon squirrels to me. So we always just call them squirrels. But yeah, it's rough out there. You're gonna need to maybe. Is there a single player battle royale type or a combat training type mode for Fortnite?
Yeah. There's two.
There you go.
Yeah,
Jump in there, play against bots.
Yeah.
It's actually really, that's how I started. That's how you kind of ease into like trying to learn the controls in real time was impossible because I would die immediately. And so you go into this
I
thing
couldn't
called,
even find a gun.
yeah, you go into this thing called Battle Lab and it drops you on the actual map and you can just walk, like you could literally just walk around the whole map, discover everything you wanted. That's what I usually do, like when a new season drops after the first couple times playing, and you're like, I kind of want to like. They do a really good job at like the little details, like little Easter eggs, but you can't consume them when you're fighting and trying to run through stuff. So we go into Battle Lab and walk around and look at the.
Can you add bots in to fight against or no?
So that's what you can do with Battle Lab. You can put a bunch of bots in and fight. I think you can fight. I want to say 50 if you wanted to.
That's how I used to get good at like Call of Duty. I'd go into combat training mode and just fight against bots for like an hour or two, and then figure it out. You know.
So now, do you guys have like multiple systems that you play with your kids, or
Oh,
do
yeah.
you just around the same TV and take turns?
No, we got Xbox in just about every room of the house, brother.
Yeah, my son has a PC and a PS4, and then I have a PS4 and a PC down here. We can just play that way.
Another crazy thing I just saw, stolen Fortnite accounts you can buy them for hundreds of dollars. Now I knew that was a thing of like selling a Fortnite account. And the reason is a lot of this stuff is time sensitive things that will never be back in the game. So like if you didn't play at the beginning and do those seasons, you will never ever be able to get certain skins, certain emotes and stuff like that, which that's the whole point of the game for Epic. That's where they make the money, the revenue of buying the skins that cost nothing to make.
Because
Like
the game was free.
Yeah. So that's one thing. Like you can legally buy. I would assume it's legal. There might be Epic might have rules against it.
Probably.
You can on the up and up buy accounts, but what people have done when like Target and all these companies that had their data breached and all their account information was like sent out into the world, people were logging in with the same emails and passwords that those were to Fortnite, and 1 out of 50,000, it gets in. They steal your account and sell it.
Wow.
Yes, that is dirty shit. Dirty pool.
That's crazy, man.
I'm surprised that's what it's from, because I would just be surprised if Epic just didn't have a Fortnite breach or something, but I guess they didn't, as you're saying. Because Epic's been, like, their store was bad for a long time because they didn't have, like, two-factor authorization or...
Yeah,
like,
now
it was just... But for a while, I didn't. And,
right.
like, so, like I wouldn't even... I missed out on a ton of free games because I wouldn't get the Epic launcher on PC. Because Epic's good about, like, giving out free games and shit to, like, lure you in away from Steam. And, like, I wouldn't do it because they didn't have two-factor. But... so you're saying it wasn't an Epic breach, though? It was
not this particular
trying it.
Yeah, not this particular story. Yeah. This was like, I think it was Target, and there was another big one that had a breach, and they were just using, like, they have these I mean, you can do some amazing things on a computer. They have these programs where you just plug the information in and it runs all, like, it'll just try to log in. Yeah, like 5,000 accounts per second kind of thing. Yeah. It's just running through accounts, and if ding, log in. Oh shit! Look at all this. Okay, we can sell it for $1,000. Boom. It's just shitty.
Yeah, I mean, fuck those guys, man. What more can you say?
Yep, fuck them. Fuck them and Rotten Tomatoes. They're right there with Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Do you guys know who Adam Pally is?
Hell yeah, I do. He played in one of the greatest shows of all time. They only had 2 or 3 seasons. Happy endings.
Well, he's going to be John Belushi in the John Belushi biopic.
I can see that. He looks the part.
I know you're big on. It has to look like him.
I am. I'm really look. That takes me out of it if you know what someone looks like in a biopic, and then the star doesn't look anything like him. Come on.
I get not anything like him. Like The Rock shouldn't play John Belushi in the John Belushi movie.
Yeah, whoever they pick, they're going to make it look like him. I mean. All right. Anyway, my point is, this dude already looks like him, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, everything I've ever seen him in, he sounds so different. Like, he sounds the same. And I've seen him, I think, in the Mindy Project, and I've seen him in Happy Endings, and they kind of sounds the same in both. He has a very specific type of voice, and neither of those voices are anything like Belushi's.
Well, he is an actor, so I mean,
I know. But you would think that in the things that I saw him in, his voice won't be exactly the same in both of them since he's an actor. But I don't know. That'd be interesting to see. It'll be interesting. He has to look down. I've never seen him in anything except for, and this is my fault. I mean, I don't know what his filmography or whatever is, but I've never seen him in anything where he's been serious either.
Yeah. I think he was in that Sonic movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played the same character he always does.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, so you seemed excited, and now you seem to be a little like, not so excited.
Oh yeah, no. I'm sorry. I thought this was a Zoom cast. I was just talking it out.
I don't know who he is, or like, I know who John Belushi is, but it was before my time kind of thing.
You don't get the reference?
Yeah, like, cool. Toga, right?
I think it'll be cool to see the SNL stuff. That's kind of like a lot of stuff you don't. Like back behind the scenes SNL stuff. Huh?
Have you seen the Blues Brothers there, Tyler?
No.
What?
It probably has a 12 on Rotten Tomatoes though. Piece of shit. Blues Brothers is amazing.
I've seen bits and pieces, but I couldn't tell you like, and I love Dan Aykroyd, but I couldn't tell you the plot other than like they were driving and then singing on stage at some point.
We're getting the band back together. Now on a mission from the Penguin. Um, I don't know. I'm like initial stamp of approval. We'll see what it looks like. I'm excited to see this though. I haven't seen anything. I didn't know there was a biopic in the works, so I'm interested to even like read about it to see what they say they're going to cover and whatnot.
Yeah, big
I bet
fan.
if that one does good, they'll make a Farley one.
Who would
Who
you
would
have?
that be?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh man.
tough. I don't.
Don
I don't.
Belushi.
I
Adam
don't know.
Polly.
Yeah, I don't know who you would get to play Chris Farley.
Adam Farley
There you go,
or Kevin Farley.
Kevin Farley. I think
Kevin Farley. Yeah.
his
He has multiple brothers.
Isn't it his older brother?
Yeah, I think he might be the youngest. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm not up to
I know
date.
he has. I know he has like 2 or 3 brothers though.
Well, you brought up getting the band back together. Old Tim Allen and Richard Kern, Tool Time, getting the band back together. Essentially doing well. They're not doing Tool Time. They should just do fucking Tool Time. What like?
Why is it not called Tool Time?
Well, they probably don't. Oh, history. So what it is, History Channel has got them together doing a show called Assembly Required, and it is like a building competition show. But yeah, like pay whatever it takes to get Tool Time.
That just makes so much more sense to call that Tool Time. Like, I think you would have, like, people would have been like, Tool, what? All right, I'm in.
I'd rather see them 2 build shit.
That's
Like,
why I say just do Tool Time.
yeah, like I want to see literally them 2. Like, all right, this is what it is. Instead of a building competition, it's just them like, all right, this is the plans, these are the blueprints, these are the materials, go, and then see how bad it is at the end. That would be the show I want to watch.
Yeah, I don't know if it'd be bad because I think Tim Allen is actually like like not a carpenter, but like he could probably fake his way through it. But I know he's like a gearhead. I know like cars that's a real thing. The car stuff.
I know about Tim Allen is like he's a stand-up comedian and he got busted trying to like smuggle a lot of cocaine one time.
One time in the 70s.
Yeah, oh yeah, but it was a lot though. I think like a lot.
What did he get caught with?
I think cocaine.
Yeah, it was
cocaine.
Nice.
He had like a really good mugshot too. I think like a stash and smiling or something.
Oh,
if I remember correctly. Yeah, I don't know. That would be interesting. I guess. I don't get into like the game shows that much.
I do.
But yeah.
Yeah, Forged in Fire, Face Off. I love those. Oh man,
Face Off.
I'm a bad TV watcher.
Well, we talked about this last week, so
You leave my ladies out of this. Sir.
a lot of ladies.
I got so many texts. Really? The Housewives?
So Christopher Nolan's movie The Tenet opened up overseas and people are flying to go see it in theaters. Begs the question, what is the farthest you would travel, or what obstacle would you overcome to see a movie, to go, like back in the day when you had to physically buy a game? Did you ever go far looking for a game? Like a collectible? Would you ever like, hey, I'm going to drive up to Cleveland to go to a store to see what they got kind of thing? What's the farthest you would go, or what's the farthest you have gone?
45 minutes. When I was in college, I traveled 45 minutes to get GTA Vice City at midnight release and an NCAA at midnight release. 45 minutes is about the max for me. I can't think of anything else. If they dropped NCAA football 2020 or 2021 right now, I'd travel over a day. Like I would travel over a day.
Would you book a flight to Europe to buy it?
No, that'd be within driving distance. So maybe like to Chicago or
the continental United States,
or within a day. But yeah, because I mean, at this point in time, I'll just have someone mail it to me. But yeah,
That would take a lot for me.
I'm with Aviary on the NCAA. If like they said, hey, it's only released in California, I'd be like, well, shit. It looks like I got to go to California.
Well, yeah, I mean, if we could if we just make a road trip out of it, we'll just split the cost of the gas and
Oh yeah.
hotel and.
How much are we spending for this $60 football game?
Well, yeah. And I've said before. I've already said before I would spend $200 right now if it was in stores or if it was online and they released a copy for PS4. I would buy it right now for $200.
I agree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
They have so much money sitting on the table right now. You don't understand, man. It's an experience. Like that's one of the few games that you can play for an entire year until the next one comes out.
I still play the last one. Still play
Yeah.
it from time to time.
I have hooked up over there, and it's terrible looking. But you get to recruit. To me, recruiting is by far and away the most addicting thing ever in a video game.
He don't get the reference at all.
Yeah,
I mean, I know what the process is. I just
it's amazing. So good.
that does not sound like fun for me.
All right, Jason, I'm gonna put a scenario for you. In California, for $60, the same we're gonna pay for the video game, there is the one comic that would complete your collection. Would you drive there to get it? You have to drive. You can't fly. Okay. So it's not that crazy.
Yeah, I get what you guys are saying. I personally couldn't do it for a football video game.
I understand. You don't like football. You hate America. The farthest I've actually traveled is probably just to Columbus. So for me, that's like a 45-minute drive. Yeah. And it's probably just like, I know what it was. I've actually last winter, NECA released their first wave of their turtles, and I went to a bunch of Targets all over Columbus looking for them. Killed a day.
Those the guys sitting behind you right there?
No, not them. Those were 5 minutes down the street. Jason, you're reading a Frankenstein book that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. I am reading the novel.
Where'd you drive to get this?
I bought this in Reynoldsburg. So half hour. But it's actually the novel, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Okay.
But it's got back in 1983 or 9, Bernie Wrightson took the book and made illustrations for this book. And it's a major book with the illustrations in it. Like, I mean, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, it's a classic horror story no matter what, you know. But then he took his amazing art. Bernie Wrightson is the guy that co-created Swamp Thing. And, you know, I mean, I collect anything and everything I can get my hands on that's Bernie Wrightson stuff. I've never been able to track down this book because, like, the first edition costs so much. But then they just released a new one, and it's got all of his pictures in it and everything like that. So then I was all excited because I found the book, and now I'm finally going to read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. It's one of those books that I've tried before to read, and I always put it down. And now this time I'm actually making headway on it. And I think, you know, the drawings from Wrightson, you know, keep it going.
Yeah.
It's just it's a great book no matter what, but, you know, it's a hard book to read. But it goes into like the whole backstory of how the book was, you know, how she wrote the book. Stephen King wrote the introduction to it and everything like that. And then I got to looking into it and found back in December of last year, I think it was December 13th, there was an auction, and it had Bernie Wrightson's original cover art. So his original pen and ink, you know, his inks,
Yeah,
around cover. So I mean, this thing it's on a giant board, and it's sold for a record-breaking $1.2 million.
Jeez.
Did you get it?
So our first question is, where is it hanging in your house?
I wish. If I could afford, I I would go crazy. Now, okay, driving, I would fly across the world if I could afford an actual legit original Bernie Wrightson piece.
So
Uh,
I was listening to
that would be like the gem of my collection.
your Holy Grail. It's called your Holy Grail. Your Grail.
Yes, my holy grail.
Yeah. I was listening to a show and it was talking about original art right now, comic book art, but they were talking about primarily comic book art, how it's skyrocketing in value. Like even from just 5 years ago, something that would cost $100 is like $1,000 now.
COVID has done a lot. I get. I'm going to say, for lack of better words or descriptions, done a lot of good for the comic book collecting industry right now. Like, because people are at home and they got nothing else to do, and a lot of it is nostalgia stuff. And I'm falling victim to it too. Like I bought a couple things just for nostalgia reasons, and it's see a lot of online now more than ever. But comic book shops were doing that. They started that up because they had to stay in business.
Right,
Yeah.
people aren't going in. Like I think it's so interesting how people like obviously you guys are very passionate. You're very passionate about this. You want to collect it. Tyler obviously collects stuff. I don't know if you can see behind him, but like I don't have that same thing. Like one of my most one of the things that I love the most that I've collected is something that Tyler gave me that he just didn't want, and it was a Planet Express from one of those what are those things called?
A loot crate.
Boxes. A loot crate. So like I have this Planet Express that is like magnetic and it kind of floats, and I love Futurama. It's like one of my favorites, and like I love that thing, and it just literally just sits right here, and I get to look at it. But like I have no desire to like go around and like complete a collection of anything. It just doesn't like grab me. Like I definitely like to buy things, and I eventually want to buy and build a shelf behind me so that I have things that just represent what I enjoy, but I just don't have like that same drive to complete a collection or whatever. I don't know.
But yeah, that's like me, like Tyler. When I look at Tyler, like I really respect his collection. I think it's awesome to see. But like me, I'm not a toy guy. I don't like figures. I can respect the figure, but like, no way, man. Like I couldn't have that room. Like I would love to, but my room would be comic books.
I think my thing is it's the same reason why I don't gamble. I just in my brain I'm like I do something else this money,
Yeah.
and I'm like you know what I mean. Like it's just and like, you can look at it and appreciate it. I wouldn't appreciate it. I'd just be like, well, I have that, and there it sits. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't appreciate it the same way. And I know that something I kind of get it though because we talked about this before. When I was younger, like late teens, early 20s, I really enjoyed collecting movies. Like I enjoyed doing that. I would collect them. I would sort them. I enjoyed it. So I get the thought process of it because also it's something that I would watch. Like I'm not doing anything with these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I buy books and I never even open them. I have books that I've never even seen the inside of.
Yeah. See, that's crazy to me.
Well, the thing
But
is,
I know I get it.
yeah, I can read it on the internet, but like there's books that I've got that like, like that the new book that just came out this week, Batman, the three Jokers. There were 7 covers to the first issue. I bought 6 of the 7 covers, and I'll only open up one of them.
Wow.
Well, you told me that, and I said you got to get the last one and complete the collection.
Yeah, but see, like I would love to, and I've had a couple people tell me that too, and I'm like, dude, first off, the book that I didn't buy is a 1 in 100. So for every 100 copies they print, they make one of those.
Yeah.
Dollars. All right. Well, in grand scheme of things, $100, not so bad. But you got to look at, for me, I got to look at the fact that there is 3 issues to this entire series. So now that's $300 for just 3 comic books.
Okay, yeah, I didn't realize all that because now I completely understand why you're like, nah, I ain't gonna even go down that route because
go down that route.
it's
But
not
now,
truly complete.
Right. So now, and then the problem is if I go that far on the third issue, there is another, an eighth cover. It is a 1 in 450. So if a 1 in 100 is $100, I buy the 1 in 25s, all right, $30. I can swing that. But that 1 and 1 or 450, how much is that bastard going to cost?
For like $500, man.
And now, so if I buy all those 1 in 100s, I gotta have that one, and I
Yeah, I
don't.
mean, it's one more. You know, what's one more?
They fuck you with the covers, right?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Uh, to move back in to one little piece, Netflix news. Did you guys play Resident Evil?
The first.
Yeah, a little bit.
They're making a TV show. They've ordered eight episodes of a live action Resident Evil Netflix TV show.
That could be cool. I've been wondering how long it's gonna take them to jump on that train after Witcher did so well. Witcher did well despite the fact that it doesn't make much sense to even watch it
Hard to watch
because of the way they jump around.
Yeah.
Like I understood a lot of it because I played the game, but if you haven't played the game, Witcher's hard to follow.
I had to like Google. I think I had you sent me a link of like, here is the chronological timeline of what each thing is happening and what in the world is happening.
Yeah, it's a beautiful show to watch, and it has a great cast. But it was the storyboard. I don't know how they sat down with the storyboard and been like, "Yep, that's the ticket. That's how we get the mainstream in." Like it made no sense.
It was like they filmed it like you would film things out of order, and they just literally dumped everything in their iMovie and just said, "Yep, save as
Render.
a video."
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I think Resident Evil will be cool though. I'm excited to see what that will look like,
Hopefully, it's gonna be better than the movies.
and it'll be live action, which is good. I'm interested to see that.
The movies,
Good show. Good number on those movies.
yeah, those movies. I didn't realize there's like 47 of them.
I didn't watch the movies.
Like I remember when the first one came out, because what's the main star in it?
Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, she was really like up and coming. Like that was like she became pretty popular around that time, and like they just coasted off that and just fizzled out. The Resident Evil
And
and the Transformer movies, they just
Tomb Raiders.
who sees them? Who the fuck sees these movies?
I feel like Tomb Raider is similar. Like,
I like that movies based off of video games. I like that Silent Hill movie.
Never seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
That was a cool movie.
What's good movies? What's your favorite movie based off video game? I can't even think. Besides, like, I can't even think of one. I mean, Ready Player One's a book.
Silent Hill for me.
Yeah. I
like
can't think of one.
Cool guy.
I don't know. It would be like initially I was gonna say like, damn, I like Super Mario Brothers. I don't know.
Whoa.
Whoa, okay, fucking Silent Hill, a movie I haven't seen. It's too scary, Jason. I'm not watching it. Damn, I don't even know. Like, I would have to have like, because they all suck. Tomb Raider.
I gotta Google this.
I think we got a new segment. Which is the worst? Who can come up with the worst comic book movie?
We got
just a good one.
Who can fucking halt the show by asking a good question?
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean. Oh, Sonic's really great. I like Sonic. That's what I would say.
I've never seen it.
It's good.
I've watched it like 30 times with my kid. Yeah.
Sonic it is. Final answer.
I don't.
For
know.
me.
I was trying to look for something for some inspiration, but I don't know.
It's not Super Mario Brothers. I'll tell you that much.
Well, it's the only one that comes to mind.
I look like Ron Jeremy playing Super
Prince
Mario.
of fucking Persia.
I haven't seen it.
The Prince of Persia, yeah.
I never saw that. That always gets shit on for being bad.
Well, yeah.
That one movie, really good video game that's popular where you hide and like you sneak around. Damn, you're like
in the dark.
No. You're back in time, but you're in the future as well. God damn it, Assassin's Creed.
Oh,
That movie was horrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say that got horrible reviews.
I had to watch that with my son. He's like, he got all crazy, like, oh, I love that game. That movie's gonna be amazing, dude. I'm telling you, it's not. Can we watch it? All right, fine.
Mortal Kombat. People seem to like that.
Oh, that was
I didn't watch. People seem to like it though.
that was brutal.
Not good.
Tyler loved it, I'm sure.
Mortal Kombat, never watched it.
Not either.
I don't have a movie that or a game like I can't think of one.
Detective Pikachu.
Instagram, Tyler the collector. Well, after the show, I'll shoot out my favorite video game movie.
Try to get people to write some stuff in the comments with that.
Yeah, that's true. Tell us your favorite.
Yeah. That was your favorite video game movie. Shit on our lack of knowledge.
Yeah. We're gonna end the geek news with Kevin Smith. So Kevin Smith's In Bob We Trust coin from the Chives selling like their merch shop sold out like beyond expectations of speed. On like they're like, oh, this is gonna linger around for a while. Nope, gone. Got me excited because I was actually gonna pick one up, but I read the article way too late. I was like, damn, because that would have been a cool little piece of merchandise.
That was going to be my next question. Did you get one?
No, I did not.
You'll be able to buy it on eBay.
Yeah.
I don't like buying anything from the Chive. They have like Jay and Silent Bob commercials or shirts are pretty cool, but like everything there's so fucking expensive, man. I think like every shirt's like $32 or something like that.
I bought one of the Bill Murray shirts.
I mean, I like those. It's just
years ago.
Yeah, that was my next question. That was the first time I've been on the Chive website since 5 years. Like, it's still a thing.
I've been on there forever. There's someone in my Discord, Keith. He's a meme bot. According to Tyler, he's just a meme bot. But he posts things from the Chive, and I'm like, holy shit, what year is this? He's gonna get some from E-Bomb's World next.
Yeah.
World.
All right, our final segment is going to be a draft. And Jason, we judged your fate last night on a card game that Law and I were playing. If I won, I got to pick first. If he won, he got to pick first. And if we tied, you got to pick first.
Oh, right on.
I won, so I'm going first. You're going second, Jason, and Avery Law is going third.
By a point, too.
One point.
Hold on. What's the order again?
Me, you, Chris.
Okay. Now, so for the record, before we get started, I have a completely different list than what you sent.
Wow.
Of course you do. Oh, Johnny Deep Cut over here is gonna.
That's gonna make it really easy for me.
Yeah,
let's do this.
Oh, he's gonna.
I just wanted to say that I had different.
Silence of the Lambs.
I had one name on your list that was on mine. That's it.
Oh, good.
But I'm going with yours. So
you can
no
do either.
Yeah, okay. So Jason's referencing. I have a rundown open on my Discord of the show. That is just like for me, so I don't have to keep looking around. You can do whatever you want. No, yeah,
you can use like whatever you want. Like I have my own list on my phone.
I thought that's what we were supposed to draft from.
Nope.
No.
I figured that you guys were going to assume that I was going to be Johnny Deep Cuts.
You did. The reference was made yesterday.
I knew he deep cut because he's putting his Batman villain dick on the table. And
right.
I know all these villains.
All right, so Tyler's first.
Yep, I'm going to take the Joker. You got to take Joker.
Did you ever say what we were doing exactly?
Yeah,
drafting Batman villains. Okay.
I want to put this little spot in. A little tweak to this draft. We are going to pick villains that are going to have to work as a team to destroy Gotham. So don't give me these people that don't work well together.
I don't like that.
Well, and I already fucked up because Joker don't work well with anybody.
All right, so you pick Joker.
I will go.
Wait, no. Can I guess what Jason's gonna pick?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take like the Court of Owls.
Owlman.
Owlman, that's a good pull.
Thank you.
I know what about some Owlman.
He's like, thank you. I googled Batman villains, and it was the 30-second one.
I like birds.
the actual predator of a bat, the natural predator of a bat, an owl.
Yep, owls are sweet.
All right, my first pick would have to be the Wrath.
Don't get the reference.
WCW wrestler from the 90s.
The Wrath he is essentially the anti-Batman. He is exactly what Batman is, just evil. He has all the resources. He has a suit that mimics Batman's. He's got all the money that Bruce Wayne has, everything. But he is the anti-Batman.
Okay.
Can we get Jason just to describe our picks too? 'Cause I'm not going to know all this backstory.
Yeah. You trust me, you're going to be picking people everyone's seen a million times.
Okay, yeah. My number one pick is Bane.
I'm going to be picking everybody.
You fucked me.
Who was it?
Bane. Number one pick, Bane. I mean, look who plays him. How could I not? Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I guess we should also say that. So I want to say like my version of the Joker would be. I'm gonna go with the animated series Joker as my Joker, and you're going with Tom Hardy Bane, and you're going with a comic book that no one's read.
I'm pretty good so far.
You fucked me. I wanted Bane, so then
I wanted Joker.
Well,
that's how this works. God damn it.
I'm going to stick to my earlier statement that Mr. Freeze is the most quotable character. I'm going with Arnold's Mr. Freeze.
Oh, dude, not Arnold.
Yeah.
Animated series Freeze.
I don't want two animated series guys on my team.
My heart is as cold as ice.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. All right, your pick.
So, Tyler, I won't let you down, man. My second pick is the Court of Owls.
It is really so. I remember watching or listening to Batman on Fat Man back when he would do interviews with Batman creators. And they talked about the guy who did the Court of Owls, and they talked that whole storyline. It truly, I think I remember texting you or getting a hold of you like, dude, this shit is awesome. Yeah. It looks like they're going to
read the Court of Owls. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And the Court of Owls are going to be in the Gotham Knights game.
Yeah. That's got me really excited that they're going to be the villain in that.
Yeah, they are brutal. So now with that, in that vein, my prediction for that game, Bruce Wayne's going to be the bad guy.
Oh, spoiler alert.
That's my prediction now.
So explain what the Court of Owls are.
The Court of Owls are a secret society that has operated in Gotham in secret since the dawn of Gotham. The 13th floor, like the mysterious 13th floor on skyscrapers, how there's never a 13th floor. Not. Well, there's always a 13th floor, and that's the Court of Owls, in Wayne Tower.
Actually, it's just the 14th floor, but yeah.
Whatever floor it is. I don't know. I can't.
No, I'm just saying the 13th floor is just the 14th floor. They just hit the button for some reason.
Yeah.
I'll just be in a dick.
So they play into that. They're basically in the comic line. Dick Grayson was supposed to be an owl, and what they do is these guys can't die. They're essentially like assassin zombies. They're very, very intense.
I like it.
Yeah, if you get a chance, man, you can buy it in trade in a big fat hardbound book that looks great on your shelf. It's an awesome run.
All right, Avery Law, what are you taking?
The Penguin.
Okay. Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito, no matter what.
Yeah. That's a good pick.
I just like Danny DeVito. That's all.
You got Bane and the Penguin. You got one
Penguin.
of the biggest, strongest guys and the short, fat guy.
Right. You need someone to be the mastermind here.
I'm going to go my last pick with Joe Chill, the man who started it all.
That was on your list there that you had on the Discord. That would have been my first pick.
Yeah. I figured if we're going, he's just a thug. Like, he ain't going to be able to take down Gotham. But
No, he's there for
Everyone needs the dirt man, though. He's in the dirty work.
yeah, killing the Wayne.
Someone's got to hold the gun.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to take Joe Chill from, I don't even know. Because a lot of the movies don't actually come out and say it's Joe Chill. But, so I'll just take comic version.
I will go with KG Beast.
Okay. That's a good one. I'm
Dude,
familiar with his.
unstoppable, man. He's awesome.
You gonna elaborate? Or are we gonna just wrap it up with Avery Law's pick? We're gonna wrap it up with
I'm gonna go. My final pick is Scarecrow.
Okay.
Yeah, for Batman Begins.
Okay. So you
Beer toxin.
And plus it has is it like Cillian Murphy or something? He's from
yeah.
Peaky Blinders. Yeah. I'm happy with my cast and my acting trio here.
Of course you are.
Pretty excited.
So that's a good crew. So in review, I have Joker, Mr. Freeze, and Joe Chill. Jason?
Yep. I have The Wrath, Court of Owls, and KG Beast.
And I have Bane, Penguin, and Scarecrow.
I think the fan vote will go to Joe Chill might knock mine down, but then like true Batman fans will be like, oh, okay. He's trying to throw a deep cut. And they're going to be like, Jason's a total deep cut.
Yeah.
We left a lot on the table.
I'll gloss over everybody.
Hush, Two-Face, Riddler, Catwoman, Killer Croc, Poison Ivy, Hugo Strange.
All the women.
Yeah, we ain't no one pick a woman.
Lady Shiva.
I should have done that for the female vote. God dang it. I didn't even think about that. I should have been more political about it.
I take that back. I had two people on your list. I had Hush, Clayface, and Professor Pig.
Yeah, I'm not a... Professor Pig scares me.
He is terrifying.
I thought someone would take Deathstroke, if I was being honest. He's cool as shit looking.
Yeah.
But that's going to wrap up this episode of Some Geeks Talking. Promote what you got to promote.
I'm Aviary Law on all platforms. Check it out. Yeah, that's it.
I'm just Jason.
Just Jason, the curator.
Works right now.
Tyler the Collector on Instagram. Ty the Collector on Twitter. Please like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Hit that little button. Costs you nothing. Means the world to us.
And hopefully we get to that 100 point. We can have our own custom URL. So please hit the subscribe button and like it and comment. Tell your friends.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
Bye.